Got ourselves hockey over for the team one. Ready to go. We got Rosie. First one? No? Chicago? Zero? Somebody's got to go first. Is it TP? It is going to be Word. Dude, try to see if you can get himself a bit of a rematch here. What's giving you that sparkly effect, by the way? I mean, the red lights, that's a drown rush, but there was like a little bit extra like sparkle around your abilities as well. Does get immediately knocked by Chicago unless you have a grapple hook on standby instantly. There's just not much you can really do in that situation. Immediate kill spree by Word. Chicago having to go for a wall, does go for a bloodlust. This is an opportunity for you to turn this around. Evasion up for Word. I don't really know if you can evade some of those like magic strike abilities. Stun does go for a full cloak of shadows. Does going to give him a complete reset with those totems into a kidney. Onto Chicago has a trinket available, but their health is just not completely out of the woods. Kill spree onto Bulwark, does it a bust into the shield. Chicago's super low, but barely keeping himself just narrowly alive. We're still also super low. Oh, what? I'm sorry. What? What was that? Was that a frost shock? I honestly thought like, okay, it's really close. It could be anyone's game. I didn't think Chicago would just take like, what, 10% of health into zero. In like a global. He like pushed him. He like put his hands out and pushed him and the guy fell over. Aizen giving Chicago at least a proper honor duel. Here's like, oh, you good, guy? That was a close one. I'll let you get your quick reset so we can have a quick, clean game. Chicago's given that opportunity. No trinket though. No Draenor racial, which is a significant bit of healing. Dropping down the stone totem, trying to see if you can lock down Azal. Unless you take down totem, it's going to be second stun. Shield Evade is going to help you quite a lot, but a primordial storm sends you going, and then Chicago sends you flying with a thunderstorm on top of it. You got not only primordial storms, but thunderstorms. That's a lot of storms in one class, man. Just storming through all of the homies over on team 2. The Chicago got himself a bit of damn walls back up and available, and if you time it correctly, yeah, Steering Glare is going to hurt a bit. I'm wondering if there's going to be a wall, if Chicago just going to try to see if you can play here. Because unless you have a stun with wings, that would be very, very dangerous. Chicago does see wings, does respond with a wall. So for Azan, he may need Spell Warden. He may need to bubble. Some of Chicago's damage is strike damage. Elemental Strike, Lightning Strike, Nature Strike, Fire Strike, Frost Strike. Strike part goes through the Spell Warden. It will go through it. Because technically is a physical way to connect. Does go for a stun. Aza may need a bubble here. Does go for the bubble. Chicago does not have a burrow underground. Does have at least a little bit of shielding from those totems. Just for being totemic. As long as there's a totem around, it can give you just a small shield. Allows it to separate from Aza for a second. He does need a lot of recovery. Mana is available. He does need a lot of it though. A lot of it. Next Hodge might be really, really deadly. Unless you have an out. Trinket is available. You need some kind of a go right now. You don't have a lot of health to work with. You just, oh, that is rough. I think he just set up a Primordial to go into Primordial Storm. Just trying to see if he can recover. Not much you can do. A lay on hands out, but TP is not giving up at all. Trying to go for a kick. Does not connect with the sun to follow him. As long as you have a way to stop the Searing Glare, he might be okay. I don't know if they're connected. He did connect. When I see the stars above the heads, that's how you know it missed. It does go in for a quick execute. God. Execute animation was super satisfying, man. Gotta love the whole like new obliteration or condemn animation they did. I guess it's technically condemn from Shadowlands, right? I love those visceral animations, man. Just absolutely just takes a sword, or I guess you could do an axe or a mace and just absolutely crushes it. Just absolutely over the shoulder. Just glorious. Absolutely gorgeous looking. I love that. Spear onto Jade does not even let him go anywhere. Technically, you could, since the images are over there, if you go for like spinning crane kick or even the conduit, that still will connect. At least I'm pretty sure. Big demolish off of that karma. Just trying to see if you can keep the pressure going. Jade does go for a bit of the, what's it called? Thunderfist? Big damage out by the warrior. Just absolutely crushing it. Just toppling the guy over. That is rough, man. That's rough. Conan, second to last over for the G2. I like how Conan so far has gone through like a full phase, man. He's got full Ivory Warrior, Blue Alliance look. Now he's like the Red Riding Hood with a battle axe. That damage? Yeah. Yeah, Arms Warriors with the Mortal Strikes. They did a pretty nice job buffing them up. The Mortal Strikes hit really, really hard. Every single time you get one to connect. It's like a really big chopper of a class. Spear out by Conan, TP does not get dissuaded from chasing Conan. It's going to be full burst with a defensive out for Conan. Unless TP can stop a lot of damage, does go for disarm. This gives an opportunity to get aggressive. For Conan, it's a lot of his offensive power, but he's having to back away while he's disarmed. And as soon as he wants to get back in there on top of the other warrior guy, he just cannot. Fear does Zerka Rage out of it, sudden to Conan. That's why at least you don't have a parry to worry about here. So Conan can get a decent bit of healing with TP. If he goes in for like a Bloodthirst heavy spam build, might be able to at least keep himself alive here for a decent bit. Should have a better sustained damage. Plays some on a TP that is going to be doing a lot of damage with unhinged with this Mortal Strikes flying out. Just shaking the heads, dude. The crows go flying as it does take him out. That is rough. With Layson, last man left over for Team 2. Literally your worst matchup. Good luck. I salute you. Whatever happens, unless you just bail. Whatever happens, unless you just... Wait, is this switcheroo? Are they trying to make a swap? Is it like, hey, you're doing hockey now. I don't want to duel you. Is that what's happening? Is that what's going on? Or is he dueling Rosie? Or is he dueling Rosie? Layson is confused, dude. He's just trying to figure out, like, who am I dueling? Okay, I guess Rosie? I guess Rosie? You know what? I'm actually okay with it. I'm okay with it. Because the man would rather not fight a paladin if he could help it, so at least he's letting someone else play, right? At least somebody's getting some games in. Gotta be Rosie versus Layson. Mad burst by the priest, forcing Layson to go for a bubble. Rosie looking for a massive spell from a distance. Does go for Dark Ascension. Layson hasn't even been able to recover whatsoever. He doesn't have lay on hands or nothing. He hasn't played super defensively. He does blind Rosie for a second. But once he has himself full combo, Fear... Trinket, kick, hold on. Rosie just goes in for heals, doesn't get the dots in, full void shard, everything is available. Layson, how do you live this? Is Lay on Hands going to be back up? I don't even know if it is. I don't even know if it is going to be back up. Does get it, last second. Rosie, no disperse available. Does get Aegis Brocken. Oh, I don't know if you have a stun soon. Oh, interrupted on Holy. That is a rough. Literally half a second away from a stun. Half a second away. That is tough. Layson goes in for full recovery. That was a Lay on Hands and a bubble. And I think the team is now trying to figure out, like, wait, who's going to go next? Zero is getting set down to give him a chance here. Only thing he's got to worry about is a Blessing of Protection. Layson sitting down for some mana. This man needs some water after that one. I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. Rosie wanted to do a Layson? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I think after that last match, right, he was probably like, you know what? I want to try to see if we can get a proper rematch. I just want to go. I just want to get a proper shot here. That's a tough one, man. Shadowprince and Pally is a lot closer than it used to be. That one could have gone either way, honestly. Big damage out for Zero. Bob for Layson. Cannot stop some of that magic damage. That slice and wind. Almost took his head off. That thing is a pure nature damage hit. Layson barely survived it. Zero does get back in there instantly. He just charging in. Does get blinded for a second. Gives Layson an opportunity to at least get some pot shots on the guy into a reversal on the... Can't he just reverse the blind on the Layson? Or is that not a thing? Trinket out for blind. Karma to fall. Layson is just... Yeah, Layson did not give it a chance there with the book. He's like, you know what? I see a Pally. I can take him. I'm going to take him real quick. Get him out of here. Well done. Well done. Lots of touching his Pallies. They're not an easy class. Let's be honest here. Not an easy one to 1v1 up against. And honestly, I feel like that game could have went either way, right? I mean, you had a stun coming up in last second. If you stunned, that's an opportunity to either have a go or at least just a breather, catch up a little bit of healing, maybe follow with a fear afterwards, right? Because they're basically both up around same time. So there would have been another CC combo.